Emotions are feelings in response to people, circumstances, or experiences. When children are younger, they have core emotions, those things like happy, sad, mad, things of that nature. And as they begin to get older, they begin to experience more complex um, emotions. Those are things like frustration, anger, annoyance, feeling annoyed, basically, boredom, things of that nature. And as educators, it is important for us to guide them through that emotional development to make sure that they are enhancing to the best of their ability. Feeling emotions can be very overwhelming for a child. So, as an adult, it's our job to make sure that we are helping them label, um, label their feelings, recognize their feelings, and learn how to have appropriate responses to those feelings. And we need to just let them know having emotions is normal. Being emotional is normal. Um, it happens, and it's okay. Everyone experiences it, and we can basically help promote that by, for one, keeping positive, helpful materials in the classroom. Things like clay, shaping those things shape and molding is therapeutic to a child. Puppets, having puppets in the classroom, children can engage and express themselves through puppets. Same thing as dress up, you know, just have materials and different things that will help a child be a child's therapy, because play is a way that is therapeutic for a child. And as the child begin to, you know, accept and recognize and label their emotion, it's important for us as educators and adults around them is to teach them how to have suitable responses, respond in positive ways, through positive actions. It's just keeping them dealing positively, having something to do instead of putting those emotions out in anger. As teachers, it's also important for us to facilitate social competence, and what that is just facilitate the socialization process. Now, um, that's just the process of learning to relate to people from different backgrounds, environments, and circumstances. Meaning not only relating just to families, but interacting with people in different environments, such as teachers, pastors, peers, um, things of that nature. And as educators, it is our duty to enhance a child's social competence, and we can do this by encouraging a positive sense of self. When a child has a positive sense of self, they feel a lot more confident in themselves. They feel likable. Um, they will begin to engage, more. We also can engage students in activities and interactions that will help them enhance their sense of self. Um, we can try and influence positive central beliefs. Central beliefs is things like social skills. I'm sorry about that. Economic ability. We can relate the strengths and success of many people in the classroom just to help them set their central beliefs a little higher, you know, or if they don't have any, to help them build some, you know. Little things like remembering a student's name or favorite color, or complimenting them, or just acknowledging them every day. Anything, little things of that nature, all help build into self confidence. Now, the other thing is promoting strong adult relationships. It is very important for children to have positive, healthy relationships with adults around them, because those adults play a huge role in a child's social development. Now, um, when trying to promote these relationships, it's always important to have a positive climate in a classroom. And you can do that by just sharing little bits and pieces about your life. Ask students for advice as much as possible, as well as give students advice as much as possible. Develop close work relationships, enable effective peer interactions. And I always say relationships with teachers help form social skills, but I feel like um, interacting with peers will help build upon those, because as life go on, the child will learn, different ways to react to different situations. It's always good for them to interact with their peers. It's kind of like intergenerational learning. Other children, teaching children for the most part. Um, because um, as children play, they are building those social skills by making friends. Making friends set the tone for making friends and keeping friends later in life. That's just how I feel. Sharing and helping, I feel like that will help, um, you know, develop a person into being more so of a kind adult. Um, they'll learn to um, respect rules, and also problem solving, learn how to deal and figure out issues on their own. Now, guided participation and conflict resolution can help assist in the development of social skills as well. Guided participation basically takes place when an adult provides the right amount of support to help a child learn new skills and knowledge that help social development. There's 3 steps to this process: assess the circumstances, determine the issue that came with play, and communicate the issue with that child. Second thing is acquire about the child's understanding of the problem. As you guide the child, the responses, um, once you guide their responses, just make sure the child have a clear understanding of what you guys are communicating and what's going on, and you respond to problem behavior responses. Give children the opportunity to think of alternative ways to how they could handle a situation. Now, the other approach I stated was conflict resolutions. It's 6 steps to that. Approach calmly, teach your behavior, set the tone of the conversation you're going to have with the student. If you come up upset and you're frustrated, the child can see that. They're going to be upset. They're going to be frustrated. Acknowledge the child's feeling. Verbalize emotions. You see the child displaying. If the child's crying and saying they're not mad, just say, so what are you feeling? Are you sad? Why are you sad? What's the reason for the tears? Get them to talk about that and open up with it. You gather the information. You always want to give the child the chance to tell you what's going on, whether you've seen the situation or not. Let them know you're listening, you're paying attention to what they're saying, you're trying to hear the side of the story. And just teach them how to open up and communicate more and figure things out and learn how to express their feelings in the moment. Um, you restate the problem just to make sure that there's a clear understanding. You ask for a solution. Just go back after 30 or so minutes and just seeing if everyone's sticking to a solution. I'm sorry, you follow up as needed. When you ask for solutions, the children will volunteer that information and will begin to give solutions, and then you follow up. Just check back in, make sure everything's going how it's going. Another thing we can do to facilitate these things is be aware of the environment, the materials, and activities. Make sure there's enough physical space. Make sure each child have access to play and workspaces. Fewer options to promote sharing. Um, Make sure there's books around that deal with social skills, and just pay attention and make sure you have them interacting as much as possible in social like learning groups and projects and discussions and things of that nature. Then there's stress. Um, Children stress as well, not just adults. Some of the they stress in different ways. Some of the common stresses um, for children come from making friends, learning about their surroundings, just living in a household with siblings. Some stress factors are family circumstances like divorce, which is the most common, remarriage, and gay parents, early pressure to excel. I had that issue growing up. There's eight of us, and I'm the middle child, and I have another sister that's middle child, and we're the only two that went to high school and went on with college. So it's a lot of pressure on us to feel like we have to succeed, and it has always been like that since we was younger. And then there's the media stress. Children have a problem separating fact from fantasy, so the issue of separating them and coping with the things they encounter are hard for them. Our job is to help children cope and work through their stresses. This can be done by being aware of the times we rush children. This is the first step of helping children deal with stress. Analyze the distinct effects of agree agree on a buildup. Some children can manage, other children can't. Some children can manage their stress, other children can't. So it's just up to us to be aware, pay attention, um, pay attention to the signs that a child is giving us, because a lot of times they give us signs. And eliminate stressors whenever possible. Work with families to make sure a child is eating right, getting the right amount of sleep, and communicating their feelings at home as well as in school. I'm sorry I went over the amount of time. I tried to make it quick. I enjoyed this chapter. Enjoy my video. Have a great night. I'm sorry it's dark. I had to wait till my kids went to sleep. Mommy duties.